Hey guys, it's Ken from OK Portugal. I've got a very interesting property to show you in the background. We're in Aldeia Nova de Cabo, which is basically about 5 minutes away from the town of Fundão. It's about 30 minutes away from the town of Covilha, 35 minutes to Castelo Branco, and then we're looking at about 2.5 hours to get to Lisbon. Now there are other options. You can also catch a train to Lisbon that takes about 3 hours 15. You can catch a train to Porto, which is about the same time, or you can drive to Porto in 2 hours 45. You can also get down south to the Algarve, to Faro, in about 4.5 hours. So yeah, nice central location. Now this is a very cute village indeed. As you can see, we've got the village square over here, and behind me over here is a church. You can see it's quite magnificent, and this looks over the whole village. Now the property that we're looking at today is just on the corner over here. It's actually this whole corner block. As some of you may know, I've been doing Portuguese language classes, and one of the guys in my language class told me that he's going to be selling a house in this village. So I thought I'd come and take a look and share it with you guys. Now the village itself is quite peaceful. On the side over here we have a Mini Mercado, so it's like a little supermarket where you can buy stuff. There's also a post office just down there. And if we go in this direction over here, there's a cafe bar. There's also a restaurant just up here. And I believe there's a 4-star hotel somewhere around here. I'm just going to spin around quickly so you can get another view of that beautiful old church. So the property starts on this corner over here, stretches across and goes back in that direction. We've got a beautiful cast iron balcony on this side with some doors coming from a bedroom looking out over the square. Underneath here we have a big garage which can fit 2 cars, could potentially fit 3 cars. And we have a little entrance to the building here. It's like a little cellar entrance, and we've got some nice windows. Now all the windows and doors are double glazed and insulated. I must say it's an absolutely stunning day to be doing this today. It's summertime, middle of summer. We're going to hit 35 degrees Celsius, and as you can see, everything is just looking amazing. From the front of the house you're looking out over this old church, but you can also see a little bit of the mountains in the background there, and we can also hear the church right now and the church bells. I love that sound. Right, so this is the side profile of the house. We were looking at it from this side earlier. As you can see, it's really big. It takes up a lot of space on this block. It's 2 floors high. It's got 6 bedrooms and lots and lots of space, and we're going to be having a look at that in a moment. But before we get there, I just want to show you what the building looks like from the outside. So we have 4 big windows over here, again, all double glazed and insulated. We've got this beautiful old granite bench on the outside here. I believe this building, the original building, maybe not the entire building, but the original parts was from the sort of 17th, 18th century. And you can see some of these beautiful old features as a result of that. Now, before we go in, I want to show you there's like a little granite trough over here. The owner was saying that he thinks it was probably used for animals or something back in the day, so maybe for horses and things like that. And on this side over here, this is the bar that I was talking about. So there's a little cafe bar over here where you can have some drinks and some snacks. There's also a place where you can buy gas bottles. Right, so I've got a lot of ground to cover. Now, I think I'm going to take you the route that the owner took me, which is through these doors over here, going into the sort of basement area. As you can see, we go through these doors over here. We've got some beautiful granite steps that are very, very grand, and this leads into this basement area. And as we can see over here, we've got lots of wooden beams, a nice little sort of snug area here for living. And if I turn around and show you in this direction, we've actually got, this is where the front door is that takes you upstairs to the main living areas. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to start downstairs here, and we're going to show you all of the rooms and spaces down here. Now, all of the furniture, this came with the property when the owner bought it a couple of years ago. And it's going to be staying. So absolutely everything that you see in here is staying with the property. The owner's leaving everything. And there's some beautiful old, pieces of furniture and wardrobes and things like that. Some really nice antiques and things, some old pictures. So downstairs, we've got this little bathroom over here. We've got a toilet, a basin, and we have a shower. It's all functional and clean and tidy. And if we go through here, again, we can see these beautiful big granite stone walls. If we go through here, we've got some bedrooms. So now this house is in use. It's obviously the owner is using it. They've got obviously the old furniture that was in here, but they also have some of their personal effects and things like that. So this is one of the rooms. Now the owner was saying there are 6 rooms. He likes to sleep down here in the summer because it's very cool, because you're in the basement, and it's obviously really nice in the summer for when it's 35 degrees. This is another one of the rooms over here, or bedrooms. You can see we've got some really nice big built-in cupboards. And from the front of the building earlier, I showed you the little doors going into the sort of basement area. Well, these are those little doors. So we've got some little steps going up. And that just gives us the views. Look at that, huh? Really nice. Now there's actually some building work going on these buildings over here at the moment. So they're renovating and fixing all of these up. And actually a lot of the buildings around here have been renovated. I think the one just over there. And as we walked in earlier, this one over here, they've done a fantastic job of it. So the neighborhood's coming up quite nicely. Now let's go back in and explore a little bit more. Look how high the ceilings are. So beautiful, beautiful wooden floors and ceilings. I mean, this is a massive house. It's the owner was saying it would be good for someone who wants to do like a, like rent out a couple of rooms or do a B&B or something like that. Look at that. This is this big space. The owner also said that he was speaking to the owners of the bar over there and was talking about doing like a fado evening where they get a band to play in here and people can sit around here and have some drinks and listen to some fado music. So I think a place like this would be really nice to do something like that. And then when we go through here, we've got some aluminium doors that opens up into a really big space. This actually goes into a garage. I'm not sure what this room could be used for. Maybe a laundry or something like that. But one of the best features of this room are these big doors, and they open up onto this little spring. So a freshwater spring that basically runs underneath the property and goes through here, and it gives you such a lovely breeze. From this side, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but just through there I can actually see the Serra da Estrela, so the Estrela Mountains, and we'll be able to see those from upstairs a little bit better. But I mean, I really do love this. This is a nice little private area. You can open up these doors in the middle of summer and get a beautiful fresh breeze coming through. And yeah, if I turn around through here, this is this garage space. Now you can definitely fit 2 big cars in here. If you have smaller cars, you could probably fit 3 in here. It's a huge space. We can see the beautiful granite stonework on here. We've got some smaller stonework on this side. There is electricity and there is lighting in this space. And I'm going to take you just down here, give you another view. You're going to keep seeing the same view again because this whole building on this side has these incredible views of this chapel. And that is the sort of downstairs basement area. So, we've got a bathroom down here. I think in total there are 3 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. And then there's obviously a kitchen and like a dining room and stuff like that. And it's a really, really big building. And it's got a lovely feel about it as well. Okay, so we came in through these doors over here. I'm going to take you outside again so you can see what it's like to go in through the main entrance. I really like how they've fixed up this building. Look at that. Done a really good job. So coming from this side, this is the front door to the building. We're number 19 over here. I believe he was saying that there's a different number on this side. So it's actually 2. It's got 2 street numbers. We can see on here we've got mains water. We have mains electricity. We also have fiber optic broadband, so there's fiber optic really fast internet here, and basically all of the amenities. So here's the front entrance. We have some big flagstones down here. This looks back down into the snug area. We've got some stairs that lead up to this top floor over here. And we've got really high ceilings and just a lovely space and a lovely feel. Again, this is a lot of the old furniture that I was talking about. That's all coming with the property. Everything that you see. And let me just show you what it looks like looking back down the stairs to the front door. And this over here, I think we'll start on this side. So we've got some little doors opening up into this space. A beautiful carpet, look at that. And a really big room, look at this. Now, I'm not sure what you could use this for, maybe like a little sitting area or a lounge or something. Let's start on this side over here. We've got the double glazed windows, and all of the windows have got these beautiful crocheted curtains on them, and they're in really good condition, and they're actually really pretty. Gina when she came and looked at the property with me just before we filmed, and she was quite amazed by this because she does crochet. But they're really beautiful, and they're in every single room. And let me just turn around here and show you what it looks like. We came through this door, and we have all these other rooms to go. So on this side over here is one of the bedrooms, one of the 6 bedrooms, and I mean, look at that, stunning. We've got a really big wardrobe in here again, beautiful furniture. This room has 2 windows. The views from the windows on this side look out over this way into where the bar is. And the views on this side look out over this church. So the church and the mountain in the background. And the window units are in quite good condition. And then if we turn around, we can see the bed. I think this is one of my favorite bedrooms in the house. Okay, and then if we go in this direction over here, we have another bedroom with another really big closet on this side. This bedroom's a lot longer in shape. And we've got some built-in cupboards just on this side over here. We have the windows down here, obviously looking out over the church view again. And some really nice old furniture. And I think we'll go up here first and then we'll do the other side next. So we've got like a bit of a landing area. This is the next bathroom over here. So this is a bigger bathroom. It has a bidet, a toilet, a shower, a basin. It's also got like a little bit of a skylight going on. And if we go up these stairs over here, we've got 2 more bedrooms. So this one over here, actually this could be my favorite one. I'm not sure because this one has like a little balcony. Look at that. So nice wardrobe on that side and dresser. And yeah, look at this. We've got a balcony looking out over the square, and again with that beautiful view. And let me just give you a little look down here. Watch this. It says café over there. I'm not sure if this one's open though. And looking up here, this takes us up into the mountains. Suto de Casa is just down there. And if we look over here, I think this also takes us in the direction of Suto de Casa. So yeah, that's a nice bedroom. And then we have another bedroom, which is over here. This has 2 single beds. So we've got a single bed on this side. Let me try and squeeze it all into frame. Single bed on this side. I think this would make a lovely office. And then you've got little doors opening up onto a patio, which is just over here. Look at that. Obviously there's space here for a table. You could put a little barbecue. You can dry your laundry up here. There's also another space here for drying laundry, but I'll show you that in a sec. And from up here we can actually see the Estrela Mountains, and we can actually see all the way up to the top there where the ski resort and all of that is, and the domes and stuff are. So in wintertime, from here you're going to be able to see like the snowy ridge of the Serra da Estrela. Another nice thing about this little sort of courtyard area here is it's very, very quiet. So none of the, like outside there was a couple of, well, like a little bit of noise just from the building work and stuff that's going on. That's obviously not going to be permanent. But from over here, completely quiet. I can't hear anything apart from a little bit of the water trickling down here, which runs through the building. All right, so this over here is like it's like a little conservatory. So it's a glass covered porch. This actually leads into the kitchen. But instead of going through here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us back and around. I think it makes a little bit more sense if we do it this way. And you can kind of see a little bit of these rooms again as we walk ourselves through. This is a grand place. It's so big. I really wasn't expecting it when he told me he had a village house for sale. And but yeah, stunning place. Okay, so this is the stairway that basically leads up, and this is the section of the house where we haven't been. I think the owner is actually here. I think he's having a little bite to eat at the moment, and I think he's in this room, so let me pop in here. So this is almost like a sort of a dining room, a little lounge and dining room area. As you can see, we've got a couple of windows on the side, and this over here is Bruno. Right, so Bruno and I were in Portuguese language classes together.
Yeah.
And Bruno's, well, he was like top of the class.
Wow. Because I study a lot.
Yeah. No,
I have time.
Yeah, you've lived in, well, you've lived all over the world. You've lived in what you said, Mexico or something? Or?
Yeah, I lived in Mexico and I traveled all over Europe.
So you learned a little bit of Spanish, and you've obviously got French from Canada.
Yeah, French, English,
and
Spanish.
English,
And
now,
Portuguese.
And now, Portuguese, yeah. And me, I'm still struggling with Portuguese.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
You don't have as much time as I have to study.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for letting us have a look around. I'm gonna carry on with the tour. And
Okay.
Awesome. And
Great.
and basically, Bruno is the seller. It's going through Remax, so I'm going to put all of Remax's contact details in the video description just below this and the top pinned comment on YouTube. So if you're interested in buying this from Bruno, you've got to speak to his agent at Remax. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
So this is the dining room. It's quite a grand space. And just next door is the kitchen. Now, obviously, there's so much potential with a property like this. You could, knock through here and you could have a bigger kitchen, or you could have a space to get from the kitchen into the dining room or something like that. And, again, Bruno was saying that this would be like the perfect property to do like an Airbnb, well, not an Airbnb, but like a space where you could rent out rooms and you could have lots of different people staying here, and you could make a little bit of money on the side from all the different areas being rented out. Or you could just have it as a really big space for yourself. Now, this door over here goes up into the attic. I think it's locked at the moment, but basically there's a staircase going up here, and it takes you into the roof space where there's space for storage. And this is the fiber optic router that I was talking about. We have this at our house. We're getting about 1 gigabit per second, but you can also get up to about 10 gigabits depending on the area you're in. I'm not sure, but this definitely has fiber. And if we look on this side over here, we've got another bathroom. So we've got 3 bathrooms. This one has a toilet, bidet. We've got a little mini bathtub in here. And on this side over here, we have the basin. All right, and then we have the kitchen over here. We can see it's got lots of storage on it. This is actually like the old sort of chimney cover from where they would have had like an old wood-fired oven or something like that. So this is like an old relic from that time. And let's just go around and show you. There's lots of storage, lots of cupboards, lots of cupboard space. And as I said, everything that's in the house comes with the house. Bruno was just saying that it's just full of cutlery, crockery, and everything. So, you don't have to buy a thing. You can move straight in and you don't actually have to buy anything. He's got an oven over here. He's got another one over here, a microwave, coffee machine. So let me just show you back in this direction now. The hot water for all the showers and everything comes from a gas boiler. And then you have your little gas bottle in here. And if you remember earlier when I showed you the bar, they sell gas bottles, so it's very easy to get a gas bottle. This basically heats up the water for everything. What is this? He's got a dishwasher on this side, double sink. It's quite nice. And then from here, this is that little conservatory area that we were looking at from outside. And this is going to be the perfect space to hang laundry. So they've got a system here where you can hang your laundry here in the winter time, and it can dry and it can stay out of the rain and out of the bad weather. And then you've also got these nice little windows to let in some fresh air. And you've got these mountain views just over here. So very, very nice. So this is quite a different property from my normal sort of farm property that I film. But I'm really glad that that Bruno told me about it. So I thought I would finish the video just across the road from the house. I'm actually joined here by a little doggy. Hello, doggy. Hello.
It's Joe.
It's Joe, and Bruno's fetched us a beer, and we're going to finish off this video here. And I just want to say a big thanks to Bruno for inviting me around.
Oh, well, thank you for doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a great help.
And I wish you all of the best for your sale. And if you want to buy this house from Bruno, I'm going to put all the agent's contact details in the video description just below, and also in the top pinned comment. So, we'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.